here we are, Mike and Brian, back with the Wrath project. We've been driving the heck out of this car. We've had a lot of issues with it as far as getting it all together and doing with it what we want. We'll give you a quick update as to where we are with it and show you a little bit of driving. So anyway, we've got all the lights on there working, and that was a little bit of a chore. We've got two light controllers in there. We've got the body, the Bronco body on there, and we've done it up with some monster stickers and stuff. We've got the RC four-wheel drive boggers on here. These are the 2.2 the RC four-wheel drive ARB axle diff covers, and those are pretty neat. We've got the shocks. What are the shocks?
G-Made.
We've got the G-Made shocks on here, which are the 85mm, I believe, to lower the vehicle. The stock height is kind of high, so we wanted to lower it and give it a little meaner, aggressive stance, which is working pretty good. Some of the issues we've been having with it are it wants to roll over a lot. We didn't think that it would do that. However, in the videos you'll see it's quite a handful to drive. What do you think driving it, buddy?
It's a very cool car. The only problem I have with it is it's a better crawler than fast car.
So you'd rather go slow than go fast?
Yeah, because you're not really tearing things up that fast, and I don't know, I like it just being able to crawl over stuff and climb up these huge mountains and stuff, and with the fast speed you can't really do that. There ain't no crawling, it's just haul ass and launch.
Right, it's a lot more of a handful to drive. For me, I think it's way more fun the way it sits. It has a ton of power, nothing ridiculous, but it does have a lot more power than it can really handle. However, to me, I think it works really nice. The running gear that we're running is so far we're running the stock axles, and the stock drive lines, which are holding up totally fine. So we haven't broke anything with it. We've crashed it about 157,000 times, and nothing's breaking. So I'm pretty surprised about that. I think our biggest issue we're having with it right now is the steering. When we lowered the suspension, we had to move the servo off the axle and put it inside the frame. Now when you do that, you need to go with a 3-link setup and use the Panhard brace, which, go ahead and zoom in on that. What we've got here is this is the Panhard brace, which keeps the axle and the chassis kind of from binding or flexing too much. The issue with that is you've got this steering arm. You've got this steering arm hooked to your servo up here, and our servo's up. Can you get that in there? The servo? Not really. I'm trying to. Here's our servo right here up inside there. We had to hook it up in the chassis. You can kind of pan out. You can kind of see. It's hard to see in there, but we've got the Panhard brace, which It is almost impossible to see. I'll zoom out. This is zoom in right here. Here's the panhard brace right here. Here's the panhard brace right here that goes onto the axle. This is from Vanquish also, very, very nice piece. However, when you put this piece on and you've got your servo, zoom out a little, you've got your servo mounted to your frame, it puts a lot more stress on that servo horn. So we've been stripping the servo horns out just about as fast as we can put them on. So we ordered the aluminum 25 spline servo horn to go on that stock servo, which I suspect once we put that on there, we're not going to break that horn, but we're going to strip out that stock servo.
Which that's fine with me. I'm tired of breaking the horn.
Yeah, so I think we're going to have to upgrade the servo also. But in any event, we'll show you guys some driving of it. And like I say, so far it works pretty good. The tires are decent. These don't grab as good as you would think they would, but they work all right. In some of the videos we're going to show you, we drove it in the snow a lot, and that was one of our issues too. It snowed on us just so much that we couldn't even drive, so we made some snow tires for it, which these are Hot Bodies Rovers 2.2 crawler tires, and these are 2mm by 10 screws driven through there with
Drill press.
With nuts and washers on them to hold the screws in there. So we made our own spike tires, which worked really, really well. You'll see those in the video. So in any event, we'll just give you some driving footage and some of the rollovers and crashes that we've done, and we'll go from there. So we'll see you next time. Do it again. Oops. Go ahead.